Now, you have to wonder, uh, who's telling the truth and who's not. Apparently, one of these documents that Stephen Greer cites in one of his videos, he says it's from the Strategic Studies Institute. It turns out this document is actually from a forum called the Mind Control Forum, which is a website that I used to use where the targeted individuals would trade stories. Now, I believe that was constructed by the intelligence community to get all of the targeted individuals corralled into the same forum so that they could control them and limit their discourse within that forum so that they wouldn't go outside and tell everyone else. So on the Mind Control Forum, of course, the spies erected a phony champion who was similarly aggrieved and who was supposed to be addressing all of our shattered rights. Now, like every spy, she had a fake name. Her stage name was Julianne McKinney. And she was this phony champion of ours that the spies erected. And we were supposed to rally around her because she was being targeted too. And she wrote a letter imitating a strategic studies document. And that's what Stephen Greer was showing on his website. It was not a real strategic studies document at all. So I'm starting to have doubts about Stephen Greer. It could be that his website and his free energy lab is supposed to take all of the other free energy researchers under its wing and actually try to prevent the research from happening and to deny them the funding that they need. So is Stephen Greer a phony champion the way Julianne McKinney was? Because I think that her assignment was to prevent us from recognizing alien contact so that we would concentrate solely on terrestrial conspiracy theories and not think outside the planet. For instance, Stephen Greer's website is not showing, they're not airing any of these CE5 contact videos, supposedly that people are taking all over the world. Okay, they're not on the website. They're not sharing those. You know, is Stephen Greer just an infomercial for Boeing and Lockheed and all the other defense contractors that have the transdimensional physics? When I was in graduate school, I took a course where we discussed something called a plasma torch tunneler. And Stephen Greer is saying now that Bechtel has that. and it creates this incredible heat source with a fusion fire that creates a glass-walled tunnel right through solid rock that melts the rock, and when it dries, it just turns into a vacuum barrier glass wall. It's perfect for digging tunnels on the moon and on Mars that will hold the atmosphere inside. So is Stephen Greer just an infomercial for Bechtel now? You know? And also, there are no really truly recent documents. He's saying that he briefed Obama and he had a relationship with the Obama administration. Well, they could provide Stephen Greer with real strategic studies documents. President Obama could march right down there with an escort of Marines bristling with weapons and take their records. All right? So it's been years and years, and they can't get any money for this free energy lab, even though it is my opinion that a crowdfunding site like WeFunder, this could fund that free energy laboratory almost overnight. Also, there is no significant question and answer period after Stephen Greer's lectures, because I'm afraid he doesn't want to face any real questioning. And then, where there are trillions of dollars at stake, and underneath all that money, there is pure, raw, naked military power. Now, when those kinds of things become involved, not this person or that person or the other person is a spy. They're all spies. When that kind of money and power is in question and it is involved in the situation, everybody is a spy. Just like I found out when you walk into a bar in Manila and there's all these pretty girls sitting around, all of them are prostitutes. Not some of them. Every single one of them. So, now we have to ask about me. You know, maybe I am nothing but a highly conditioned fountain of disinformation, an unwitting agent of disinformation, spewing out exactly what some secret party wants me to say. And then to end this little talk, I think the aliens are telling me, number one, the human beings would go to the moon and they would fight over that. While they haven't even successfully fed half of their population. And after they went to the moon and fought over that, while we're still mired in these medieval money systems, then they would go to Mars and they would fight over that. You know, with trillions of dollars being bandied about, while half the world doesn't have electricity. And the aliens ask, I think, see, I can't tell what's real anymore because there's so many spies. On behalf of the extraterrestrials, I ask all of you, shall we repeat the interplanetary solar system wars that resulted in the asteroid belt? I think that's a shattered planet. So mull that over.